Ostojiy versus Scarlett. A ZVZ, game number 1, going to be on Antigua Shipyard, and the countdown has begun, Kev.
Yes, indeed. For the people who are not aware, by the way, Root TT1 finished 4th place in this tournament, and the Dora from Quantic Gaming finished 3rd. So 2 Protoss players, 3 and 4, but Zerg, man. Zerg top 2, man. Does this make you feel happy?
Where have all the Terrans gone?
I'm sure that a couple of people in this audience will be able to tell us where all the Terrans have gone.
Anybody?
What happened to Terran, guys? Mixed opinions.
Nobody knows. Nobody. I was waiting for somebody to say home.
They had it coming. He makes a good point. Anyway, guys, the game is live. First game of the grand final. Canadian WCS. Ben, let's take it away.
Let's do it, guys. Spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Antigua Shipyard, Scarlett. And up in the top left-hand corner of the map, representing its Gosu, Ostojiy. And I'm really stoked for this, Kev. I like ZVZ a lot, and especially these days because the metagame has been doing some shifting. We're seeing some new styles. The Roach-based stuff is still around. It's still good, especially when you talk about some of the timings that are out there. But look at this already. Seeing some tomfoolery, a 10 pool from Scarlett. So could be some metagame happening here. Again, these guys did meet early on in the bracket, and I think they were pretty much macro games every time.
True, and I was talking a little bit with Ostojiy as well, and he said they run into each other really a lot on ladder, so they know each other very well. They know what kind of play styles. Both of them prefer a different style. Scarlett loves the Ling Infestor stuff, and Ostojiy likes to be really aggressive.
She's going to send out this drone. That means she's going to want to play in a spine crawler, Kev, and Ostoji's going to spot this with his Overlord, I think. Yes.
She's actually going to try to avoid it, but...
He catches a glimpse. Hatch first from Ostojiy, so this is very, very tough for him on paper.
He's going to see this well. Wow, 10 pool against Hatch first. I'm surprised. Well, yeah. He didn't actually drone scout.
Oh my
what's the
gosh,
reasoning, Ben, behind
spawning pool just starting.
Would you drone scout on a map like this where you know the spawning positions?
You know, I want to say yes, but the metagame is reaching this point where it's just greed against greed, and everybody wants to squeeze out the most units possible. In this case...
Oh, drones are coming along for Scarlett as well.
This is it, all in here. Ostojiy sees it, Overlord over everything. It comes down to execution, immediately cancels the hatch. It's very smart. He's probably going to want to start a spine crawler as soon as his spawning pool finishes. It's all about control. Scarlett sending everything, leaving just 3 drones to mine so that she can make a Zergling every time a larva pops out. Very, very fine-tuned all in here.
Ostojiy keeping a close eye on this drone. Of course, he doesn't want to see the spine crawler going up in his own base. How many spine crawlers is he going to make? 1 is going up so far. Second one is going up as well. Now he's going to pull his own drone. 6 Lings on the way.
Lings are here, and that's a good place to fight. If they fight in chokes, it's really hard for the drones, and this is a really difficult spot for Ostojiy. Does get the surround on the Zerglings, but Scarlett's drones are here as well. Ostojiy does have these 2 spines to fall back to.
Ostojiy still has a lot of money as well, so he's able to produce way more drones and Lings after this than Scarlett is. Scarlett doesn't have any
that's really close, but more Lings are popping out with 2 spine crawlers against 1. I think this is actually really good for Ostojiy as we see the last of the Zerglings being cleaned up, the spine crawlers finishing, and Scarlett, well, you know, she left these drones back at home. She's got 3 drones back at home. It's 6 drones to 5 right now. This is still very close.
What is happening there? Why are the spine crawlers dancing?
The Zerglings of Scarlett trying to keep the spine crawler of Ostojiy from rooting.
Scarlett is at 7 drones right now, and Ostojiy at 5, so slowly but steady. Scarlett is actually pulling ahead. The spine is taking a lot of damage.
1 spine is down, and will it be able to, yeah, I think that Ostojiy is going to end up cleaning this up.
Yep. Unless Scarlett is going to remove this spine immediately, but with those Lings, Ostojiy should be fine. Yes.
But there's nothing else here to fight against the Zerglings. Oh, but the spine crawler is so good. It's so good, Kev.
Wow. It's amazing to say, but they actually came out even. Or came out even. Well, Scarlett still has all these Lings in the main base, and that's going to be very annoying for Ostojiy.
Going to deny mining on some of these patches, and loses a drone. That's super painful. Right now it's 8 drones to 11 with Scarlett in the lead. She somehow figured out a way to make it work. It looked like a great hold by Ostojiy.
He just squeezed in a couple of drones each and every single time. Now there is a queen out though for Ostojiy. That's going to make his life a little bit easier. We do not have a queen out for Scarlett, not even a queen in production.
Really good job by Scarlett, using these Zerglings to probably to save this Overlord. Yeah, that queen knows that she's got to back off. Still a very, very close game. Anything could happen at this point. It's almost just like hitting a reset button. Scarlett with a small lead.
Scarlett just now starting the queen, but she's actually supply balanced. He's going to use the extractor trick. Did not start an Overlord yet, so it's going to take a little while before she will be able to produce additional units.
Good job by Ostojiy keeping all of his drones alive as Scarlett continues to dance around in his mineral line.
It's still so close. It's 12 against 12, but the queen is out for Ostojiy already, so he's going to have more larva, and he should actually be able to bounce back quite okay out of this.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly far from over. It looks like Scarlett might have been a little bit ahead, but the thing that Ostojiy really saved him was he got that queen out faster.
Yep, way faster. I mean, the queen just now out for Scarlett, and as we can see in the worker tab, Ostojiy is actually taking a minor lead right now, 17 against 14 drones. Scarlett is being very active with these links, but against the queen, certainly with that new range, she's just not able to do all that much.
That's right, and this is basically the end of Scarlett's aggression. If we look at the income tab, 18 drones to 14. Hatchery is going down for Scarlett.
Yep, Ostojiy is aware of this, has the Overlord in position. We see the extractor going down way quicker for Scarlett though. Scarlett is already mining gas. Ostoji's extractor is not even ready.
Yeah, this is another one of the reasons why Scarlett's economy is not taking off quite as quickly, because she's using those drones to mine gas, getting that speed started. That's going to help a lot when it comes to map control.
Now Ostojiy with his second queen as well though, so eventually should be able to find hold at ramp. The good thing is for him, he still has that spine crawl, and it's really nice to always have that spine crawler in ZVZ, certainly when your opponent takes gas before you.
You are exactly right, Kev. Queen's going to come down, try to clear the way for Ostojiy's own expansion. As Scarlett hits a nasty supply block here, so it didn't start the Overlord until she realized that she was stuck. Baning Nest's going to go down, but it's going to be hard to get much done with these Banings with these queens out. Ostojiy's probably just going to leave him parked right there on his ramp.
Spinecrawler is making his way to the ramp as well. 26 drones now for Ostojiy already. By the way, guys, it works like this. Since Ostojiy comes from the loser bracket, he has to win 2 best of 3s, and Scarlett only has to win 1 best of 3 since she won the winner bracket.
That is exactly right. Scarlett just 2 games away from that first place prize, from the title of Best Player in Canada.
And $6,000. It's a really big win, Ben.
She's adding that spine crawler now because she knows she's got to be prepared for speedling run-bys, for baneling attacks, things like that. And the spine crawler just gives you so much added security. Even a couple of defensive banelings, although they're going to... Oh, the spine sneaks by. I didn't think he'd fit.
Yeah, both players are actually just running up right now. I'm a little bit surprised to see Scarlett running up after taking that gas relatively quick, way quicker than Ostojiy.
Ling's going to poke away at this hatchery here. They're not going to be able to cancel it with the queens there and the spine crawler there, but they're going to be very annoying.
Yeah, but with those queens, Scarlett should be more than fine.
Oh, yeah.
Ostojiy still slightly ahead in the workers, but it's getting really close right now because Scarlett, of course, had that second hatch running a little bit quicker. There's still only 1 queen on the map for Scarlett, though, so that slows things down just a little bit. But a very interesting game. Who could have ever thought after that start that we would get into the game, get into the phase of the game 10, 11 minutes in, and it would be as even as it is.
Just a reset, man. It's like both sides took damage. Scarlett by investing in the all-in, and Ostojiy by losing as much as he did, but we reach a point of stability here.
But the weird thing is, I can only imagine that both players are still slightly uncomfortable in this position. It's very hard to figure out whether you're ahead or behind. So where are you going to take this, man?
Well, it's just going to be a normal game. Scarlett looks like she wants to play Roach-based style. She's got that +1 upgrade coming, and she's got the defensive banelings and zerglings out. Ostojiy looks like he might want to get aggressive here. This could be very, very risky. It is all about execution.
His army supply is a little bit bigger. It's 21 against 13, but as you said, man, it's all going to come down to execution.
Oh, banelings really want to trade effectively here. Spinecrawler, oh, beautiful positioning on that 1 baneling, and the Spinecrawler doing good work as well. And Ostojiy, upon seeing that, might decide to disengage from this. Roaches are about to pop for Scarlett, so that window is closing.
Nice trade right there for Ostojiy. Only 2 banelings left for Scarlett.
Couple more. Oh, that was a great exchange.
1 baneling left for Scarlett. A little bit of sloppy control over there. Nice save right there, but still, he lost a lot there. Now 9 more drones on the way for Ostojiy. Ostojiy probably quite pleased with the trades that he made over there. And he's just going to back up and drone more and more behind this.
And he's coming out of this with a nice little lead, Kev. He's got more workers. He's getting a faster layer. Yeah. And Scarlett, because she's given up map control, doesn't really know exactly what she's playing against. She just sees Zerglings and Banelings.
Ostojiy got a glimpse of the Roaches over there as well. Super important. He's going to try to pick off 1 more Baneling, but won't succeed in doing so.
More Roaches on the way as +1 nears completion. I'm kind of wondering, is Scarlett going to attempt to go for some kind of +1 timing, or will she wait?
Yeah, I think she's never. Okay, she's actually upgrading the hatchery right now to
it
layers.
starts.
So she's going to attack as well eventually. Ostojiy still a little bit ahead. He's been ahead 5-6 workers in this game for quite a while, and he's been making better trades as well. 2 banelings taking out a lot of links over there.
Third hatch already going down for Ostojiy. His layer's also finishing. Will we see a Spire? He's working on 4 gas.
What a hero baneling, man. Don't tell me you missed it.
Still a lot of action in the middle map. Roaches are moving forward. These are +1 Roaches, Kev. Wow, great job by Ostojiy. He's doing so well by trading small numbers of Zerglings for banelings.
His Roach run is still not ready yet, though. It's ready right now. We immediately see 14 Roaches in production. So as soon as those Roaches are out, he's going to be fine. But I'm not sure if he's actually going to be able to keep this hatch alive.
It's going to be close, but I do feel like the Roaches should be in time. We'll just have to wait and see. A little bit of a Zergling counter on the other end of the map, but it's going to run into Scarlett's reinforcing units and not get a whole lot done. Hatchery is taking some heavy damage. Ostoji's Roaches are popping, but they're a long way off, and this hatch may be canceled. It's almost...
Bailing?
Yes, it is, in fact. It has to be canceled. Ostojiy not even making an effort to save that, and Scarlett immediately drops a third hatch of her own.
3 banelings detonating on 2 Roaches over there. But the Roaches do fall eventually because Scarlett had quite a few Roaches. A lot of skirmishes going on all around the map.
And that little exchange, that little push by Scarlett puts her back in the lead. She'll have the faster third base now.
She has a smaller army supply though. Nice surround over here by Ostojiy. Scarlett not paying attention, being a move command for a little bit, but the moment he did see it, she was more than fine against a small group of links. He's actually going to take out almost every single link.
+1 Roaches almost immune to unupgraded Zerglings. Ostoji's now the guy on the move at 107 supply against a supply block 92. Second time Scarlett's hit a block this game.
Both players exactly at 52 drones, 22 Roaches. That's a nice lead for Ostojiy since Scarlett only has 13. But Scarlett does have links, and of course he's going to have the defender advantage. So the reinforcements are going to be a lot quicker for her. So she should be fine.
That's right, and there's no +1
Roach
done for Ostojiy yet. So these Zerglings are going to be a lot more effective.
But the Roach speed is going to be a little bit quicker for Ostojiy. It's going to be ready within a few seconds, and Scarlett's going to have to wait, 20 seconds.
More Roaches coming forward. 7 in production for Scarlett, 7 in production for Ostojiy. Very close in terms of supply, Kev.
It's incredibly close right now. Roach speed is ready for Ostojiy.
But that the distance between the bases is what's going to make the difference. I do think Scarlett should hold. Roach speed finishing up on both sides. Transfusions going down. Nice control by Scarlett, and Ostojiy does back off. +1 still not done, and it's helping Scarlett so much having that upgrade advantage.
Yep, Scarlett 1-1 Roaches right now against 0-0 Roaches from Ostojiy. It's almost 1-0, but he lost a lot of Roaches over there. The only advantage he really had right now was the army supply. And yeah, excellent defense by Scarlett.
Yep, comes out of that with a 10 army supply lead and is now looking very strong. More Roaches in production. No more upgrades, no additional tech for Scarlett, but I feel like Infestor tech can't be too far off given that she's working on 4 gas, and she's really got more gas than she can spend right now.
Well, we see the infestation bit going down for Ostojiy right now. Both players starting +2, but Scarlett still having that 1 armor upgrade advantage, and that makes a really big deal in these Roach wars.
Something that really impresses me in Scarlett's play is she always sneaks drones in when she feels like she can. She made 4 a second ago. Now she makes 2 more as she catches a misrouted Roach there in the middle of the map. Ostojiy at 137 supply against the 136 of Scarlett. This game's still so close. 80 army supply both ways. As Scarlett just continues working forward. She's going to pick away at these rocks, opening up a second avenue of attack.
As you mentioned earlier, man, I'm surprised there's still no infestation pit, and now we do see the infestation pit immediately going down. Perhaps a big Roach engagement right now on the other side. Now Scarlett is the one who's going to have to be careful, despite still having superior upgrades. Having those Roaches coming in so much quicker for Ostojiy would help him so incredibly much.
Very high level ZVZ that we're seeing here. Neither player has gotten Burrow yet, so we're not going to see any burrowed Infestor play or anything like that. Pathogen glands starting for Ostojiy. Uh-oh.
Oh, it's Zerg. Well, man, we all know what this means.
He's stealing somebody's seat.
No, I think he fell off. It's either of the two.
As soon as Duran gets done holding up the game.
Fortunately, he's not one of us.
Get Browder back on screen, says Ostojiy.
Let's talk about the state of the game, man, because from what I've seen, it's an incredibly even ZVZ. It's a very weird ZVZ, the way it played out. I could have never expected the game to go to this state. Both players right now exactly at 160 supply. Both players, well, almost same upgrades, small advantage for Scarlett. And I think Ostojiy has a minor drone lead, let's say 2 or 3 drones.
It's impossible to pick out a leader right now. Ostoji's going to have slightly faster pathogen glands, but Infestors, they're going to be popping about the same time. on either side. Supplies, we can see they're identical. Drone count is almost identical. Upgrades, there is a difference, but a very, very small one.
All right, guys, we are good to go. Both players are already continuing this game. Zerg is left. Hopefully he will be back later on, Ben. If we can find him a stable chair.
Scarlett still dancing around outside Ostojiy's creep while just adding to that Roach count, getting pathogen glands of her own.
Ostojiy missed rallying a couple of overlords. Might end up, I think he already lost one earlier. He's going to end up losing that one as well. Look at the skill. And the Queen Man already took down 3 overlords.
Roach is going to poke it. Whoa, don't want to be there. That is called being outnumbered. First Infestor is on the way.
God,
for
this game is
Ostojiy.
so even. It's ridiculous.
Incredibly tense, incredibly even. It's going to become a very positional game once these Infestors pop out. With Infestors on the map, it doesn't matter. Well, of course it does matter supplies, but it's much more about picking a good fight, fighting in a choke, or catching a nice fungal. I like the use of the changelings here by Scarlett, dropping out these changelings just to get a look at the army, get a look at the upgrades, get a feel for the tech or the drone count, the worker saturation. These are all important things that give you big hints.
We do see Burrow finally being researched right now by Ostojiy, and he's also maxed out, so I can only imagine that as soon as most of his... Actually, he only made 3 Infestors. I thought he made more than that. We see 6 Infestors on the way for Scarlett.
Yeah, so she's going to have a small advantage there. She's also taking a faster 4th base. The question is...
Oh, nice dodge right there by Scarlett.
And this will be a good place to turn around and fight, but she doesn't want to do it when she doesn't have Infestors supporting. She's going to continue back up. Might have to cancel this 4th.
6 against 3 Infestors, and the Roach count is also completely even. Ostojiy has more workers, but that of course means that Scarlett's army is slightly bigger, and that army supply is all going into Infestors.
And the armor upgrade, we can't forget that. It's a small advantage, but it's going to be a really big one when you're talking about 200 supply against 200 supply.
Wow, beautiful save right there by Scarlett. Keeps all the Infestors alive, and is able to take out 5 or 6 Roaches as well.
Scarlett just parking this Overseer right over the army of Ostojiy so she can see absolutely all the movement, knows exactly what's happening. This 4th base is going to finish. And, well, it's going to be very hard to mine from there with the Roaches up on the high ground. Oh, another fungal goes down. That's going to catch a few more Roaches, and this might force a fight.
I love how Ostojiy remade the Lost Roaches with Infestors only, realizing that Scarlett has way more Infestors than he has.
Scarlett setting up some, great fungal there by Ostojiy, and he's going to take a fight here in the middle of the map, but he's all clumped up. Big fungals by Scarlett. She's going to be coming in from every possible angle. Incredible engagement from Scarlett. She's completely surrounded Ostojiy's Roaches, and she's going to crush this fight. Huge, huge win there in the middle of the map for Scarlett. Ostojiy reeling from that damage, evacuates that 4th base, and may end up losing his 3rd. He's 40 supply down.
Absolutely beautiful engagement by Scarlett. So he's going to try to make a hold over here, though. Nice fungals for him as well. But as you said, he lost so much more than Scarlett did. He's still down 40 army supply after that engagement.
Yeah, really, really excellent play there by Scarlett. We see some counterattacking Roaches. They're going to pick off a few
cancel
drones.
by Ostojiy either.
Scarlett starting to supplement this army with Hydras. There's a couple more Roaches getting caught there. She's not going to mind that because Hydras make her army so much better. Just extra damage.
And +2 armor is almost ready for her as well. +1 is almost ready for Ostojiy right now. And he's slowly but steady stabilizing because he's going to be able to max out once more as well. And he's actually the player right now with way more Infestors. As you said, Hydras are great, but 7 Infestors, they could turn the battle around as well.
It all comes down to the fight, man. It all comes down to the engagement. If everything clumps up, the Infestor player is going to be in the advantage.
Has 2-2 right now.
Look at how well spread out Scarlett is. And again, she's going to come forward from multiple angles. Big fungal goes down for Ostojiy, but Scarlett's got some Infestors in the back. Hydras add some great damage output to this army, but Ostojiy's getting the better of this exchange. Oh, no, he's retreating.
Waiting for the reinforcements. He has a lot of reinforcements coming in. Actually, he still has so many Infestors, but Scarlett has a ton of Hydras.
And they add so much damage output. Scarlett only mining gas at this 4th base, but that's gas that Ostojiy is not getting. Very close game. Both players maxed out, but small advantages here and there lead up to big leads in the end game, Kevin. I feel like Scarlett is working towards that.
Scarlett is at 50 drones right now for quite a while already, and that's why she always has the bigger army. She always has that upgrade advantage as well, so she's going to try to make something happen once more.
Oh, great concave here for Scarlett. Hydras are going to do a ton of damage, and I don't know, this is the best fungals in the world might not be able to save Ostojiy here. Look at Scarlett ripping through this army.
Beautiful positioning once more in Ostojiy. Forced to retreat again. Immediately Scarlett burrowing all the Roaches, regenerating that HP. And it's starting to look like 50 drones is better than 64.
Well, it can be this way in the end game, Kev, when you just when you need to have the better army. That's a big clump there, but is there enough energy for Fungal? Scarlett drops off Fungal, and a great one at that. Every single Roach is going to die in the middle of the map, and GG, well played. Scarlett takes game 1.
Wow. Scarlett only one map away right now there from winning the Canadian World Championship Series, and that first game, incredible, like weird, crazy, close. What else?
It started out so crazy. Ostojiy going hatch first, getting caught by the tin pool, saw the drone coming out.
Saw the drones being pulled.
Saw the drones being pulled, reacted very well, and even after all the action, it was still so close. So incredibly close. We're going to watch this fight in the middle of the map once again, just so you guys can see some of the defining moments here. Look at Scarlett coming in from every angle. Excellent Fungals and just surrounding Ostojiy. This was probably the defining moment in the game. From here, Scarlett was definitely ahead, and she never relinquished her grasp on the game.
The way she swarms around the army of Ostojiy is really, really impressive. Excellent movement.
And guys, if you like playing Roach in ZVZ, that is a textbook example of how to do it. Roach into Infestor, adding the Hydras later, and just every inch you gain, not letting it go. Beautiful play by Scarlett. Ostojiy now has got to make something happen if he wants to keep his WCS hopes alive. Short break, and game number 2 when we get back.